Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Today our topic is muscle and what are the major types of muscles. So actually, what are muscles? Muscles are a special type of the tissues in the human body which enable the body to contract and which enable the body to move. So the muscles are a type of tissues which are responsible for the movement and locomotion of the body. We can say muscles are derived from the mesoderm. Yani we can say muscles are mesodermal in origin. And what are the major type of the muscles found in the human body? There are three major types of muscles whose names are skeletal muscles, visceral muscles, or we can say smooth muscles, and the third type is a cardiac muscle. So let's start one by one. What is skeletal muscles? Skeletal muscles are actually those type of muscles which help in the contraction and relaxation of the skeletal tissues, or skeleton. Actually movement of the body and locomotion of the body are helped by skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are actually unbranched muscles of the body is called skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are actually multinucleated. This is multinucleated. Large number of nucleus in a skeletal muscles. And skeletal muscles are actually voluntary. This is voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles of the body is called skeletal muscles. Yani we can say the locomotion and contraction of the human body or the bicep and triceps are under the control of the will of the human being. So we can say this is actually voluntary muscles of the body. Another point is the unbranched multinucleated voluntary muscles, and it has striation. We can say dark and light bands are there in the skeletal muscles. So we can say these are also called striated muscles. So it got three names, that is skeletal muscles, we can say striated muscles, we can say voluntary muscles. How skeletal muscles are composed of striation. For example, this is a skeletal muscle. This is a simple diagram of the skeletal muscles. It contains striation like dark band, another dark band, and these are the light bands. The light bands, dark band. So because of that light and dark band, we call the skeletal muscles as striated muscles. There is a striation, or it is also called stripped muscles. This dark band in the muscles is called A band, or we can say anisotropic band. We can say an anisotropic band. The light band in the muscles, in the skeletal muscle, is called I band, which are light in color, and this is also called isotropic band. This is called anisotropic band, and this is called I band or isotropic band. We will derive muscle cells. For example, this is a extract from the muscle cell, like this. This is a muscle fiber. Actually, muscle fibers are cylindrical and multinucleated, which are composed of the numerous myofibrils. And these myofibrils has the ability to contract when stimulated. So this is a huge muscles fiber, and inside the muscles fiber there are small muscles. There are small muscle bundle, which is called muscles bundles. And this is called muscle fibers. Muscles fiber, and this is called muscle bundle. Inside the muscle bundle there are small muscles. There are small muscles, and this is called myofibrils. What? Myofibrils. And you must know that myofibrils are composed of two types of protein, which is called actin and myosin. And you must know that myofibrils actually there are two types. One is primary myofibril and other is secondary myofibrils. Primary myofibrils constitute of myosin. So we can say myosin protein, this is actually primary myofibrils, and the actin protein, these are secondary myofibrils. And these both constitute the myofibrils, which is the unit of the muscle fiber. The layer around the muscle fiber, this is called epimysium. Epimysium. And the layer around the muscle bundle, the layer around the muscle bundle is called the perimysium. Perimysium. But inside the muscle bundle, there are small muscles, and these are called myofibrils. And the membrane of the covering of the myofibril is called endomysium. Endomysium. And these small muscles bundle inside the muscles fibers are called fasciculi. This is called fasciculi. So this is a structure of the skeletal muscles, and you must know that these are voluntary muscles. That means that we can control the voluntary muscles under the control of the will. We can control it, and actually movement to the body is provided by the skeletal muscles, and the movement of the skeletal muscles is controlled with the movement of the bones. We can say skeletal muscles are attached to the bones. Skeletal muscles, suppose this is a bone, this is a bone, and these are the muscles. These are attached with the bones through a special type of fibers, which is called a tendon. So tendon is what? Tendon attach the muscles to the bone. But remember one point, that not all the muscles attach to the bone through tendon. There are some muscles which attach to the bone through the aponeurosis, which is called aponeurosis. So we can say aponeurosis and tendons, these are interchangeable. Sometimes aponeurosis, it takes the place of the tendons. It takes the place of the tendons. So aponeurosis are mainly in this region, which is attached to the ribs. The muscles attached to the ribs through the flat-like tendons, which is called aponeurosis. And what is the difference between the tendons and aponeurosis? These are actually tough and thick fibrous connective tissues. Thick connective tissues. And what is aponeurosis? These are thin and delicate tissues. Thin and delicate fibrous tissues. So this is this was about the skeletal muscles. Now we come to the second type of muscle, which is called smooth muscles, and you must know that skeletal muscles are also called visceral muscles. Visceral muscles. Why it is called visceral muscles? Because it is found in the body in those organs which are hollow from the inside. So this is also called visceral organ. And these are also unbranched. But the difference between smooth muscle and skeletal muscle is that both are unbranched, but it is uninucleate. And its shape is like spindle shape, or we can say eye shape. Like this is eye. So this is eye-shaped muscle, which is called visceral muscles, or it is also called smooth muscles, and it has a centrally large nucleus. One centrally large nucleus. Why this is called visceral muscles? We already discussed that wherever in the body there is cavities or where is hollow organs, smooth muscles are found. Therefore, it is called visceral muscles. So where it will found in the stomach. Because the stomach has a large central hollow cavity, and in the vessels, we can say in the vessels. Which type of muscles are found? Smooth muscles. Another point is, smooth muscles are involuntary, while skeletal muscles are voluntary. So we can say these are involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles, it means this is not under our control. So we can say this is under the control of the autonomic nervous system. ANS, autonomic nervous system. In autonomic nervous system are the system which are not under our control, but it contract and it relax automatically. It contract and relax automatically. So therefore it is also called involuntary muscles. Another type of muscle is cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle, as the name indicate, cardiac muscle is related to the heart. Is related to the heart valves. We can say heart is mainly composed of cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles, these are branched. These are branched, while the skeletal muscles and the smooth muscles are unbranched. And these are also uninucleated. There are some similarities between the smooth muscles and skeletal muscles, and also between the cardiac muscle and smooth muscles. Like these are unbranched, these are also unbranched. These are uninucleated, these are also uninucleated. So the similarity between this and this is they are both unbranched. These are involuntary, these are voluntary. These are involuntary, these are also involuntary. So there is a great similarity between the cardiac and smooth muscles. Why? Because they are also involuntary and they are also involuntary. They are uninucleated. Sometime cardiac muscles may have more than one nucleus. We can say binucleate. Binucleate. Its structure is like this. These are, as we discussed already, that this is branched muscles. Branched muscles. Suppose this is what? This is a cardiac muscle, and another similarity between the cardiac muscle and skeletal muscle is that it has also striation. So we can say these are also striated muscles. You can say these are also striated muscles like the skeletal muscles. Striation are found in this manner. These are striated muscles. These are striated muscles. So sometime there are two nuclei. There are two nuclei, and in all muscles, where will be the location of the nucleus? It will always be under the sarcolemma, under the plasma membrane of the muscle cells, which is called sarcolemma. So there is another network or invagination which is called this is called, especially in cardiac muscles, this is called intercalated discs. Intercalated discs. The similarity is between the cardiac muscle and skeletal muscles that in skeletal muscles they are found TT wheels. They are found TT wheels which transmit the impulses throughout the skeletal muscles, which moment or contraction is because of the transmission of impulses or signals by the TT wheels. But in cardiac muscle, this conduction of electrical impulses is performed by a special type of disc which is called intercalated disc. So cardiac muscles, we can say these are uninucleate. In some books it has more than one nucleus. And for your information, this is also involuntary. These are not under the control of the will. These are involuntary. Another point is what will be the speed of these three types of muscles? Remember a point, the speed of the skeletal muscle will be the highest, and cardiac muscle slowest, yes. Skeletal muscles contract and relax very fastly, while the cardiac muscle contract and relax very slowly. This is the reason why the skeletal muscles feel fatigue very quickly, because it contract and relax very fastly, so it feel fatigue very quickly. These muscles, cardiac muscles, skeletal muscles.
No, cardiac muscle is untired.
Yes, no. Untired muscles because of the slow contraction and relaxation.
Yes.
So those muscles which contract slowly, which relax slowly, they will feel fatigue very less. Very more. So cardiac muscle, skeletal muscles will feel fatigue very more because of the
fast,
quick contraction and relaxation. Yes. While they have slow contraction and relaxation, so they will feel fatigue very less as compared to the skeletal muscles.
Yes.
Now we will study a little better detail of the skeletal muscles. We can say the structure of the skeletal muscles. How skeletal muscles are striated muscles, we will study a little bit detail. Let's draw a simple diagram. We know that the outer membrane of the muscles is called, suppose this is a simple diagram of the skeletal muscles. The outer membrane is called sarcolemma. 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 We can say this is the plasma membrane of the muscle, which is called sarcolemma. And this is the cytoplasm of the muscle cells, which is called sarcoplasm. What? Which is called sarcoplasm. Which is